Chase, congrats on the win. A lot of perseverance you had to show with that third round submission. What are your initial thoughts after a win like that?
I'm just happy. Obviously, I'm always happy to get a finish. It's just, not to kind of butcher what Gary Tonin said in one of his post-fight things, but it's so much pressure and so much stress to just get this opportunity for 15 minutes to show what you've been working on for months. So it's such a huge amount of pressure, but when it's off and, you're able to be happy and have a win, it's one of the craziest feelings ever.
And what are your thoughts on your performance in there? Obviously, I think a lot of people online had you possibly down 2-0 going into the third, but you won nonetheless. What did you make of your performance?
Yeah, so I really wasn't quite sure. I felt like I was not necessarily controlling on the feet. I feel like he had the cage control and the leg kicks. But I felt like obviously I was doing a lot better because I wasn't getting hit in the face as much. That was a huge thing for me going into this fight is, not getting the brain trauma. But I definitely knew that it was a toss-up. I knew I didn't have it in the bag. But again, I'm kind of lazy. I don't want to go the full 15 if I don't have to. And yeah, he was doing really good with the takedown defense for my singles, my doubles. I'm going to go workshop that with Ben once I get back and, have him show me some stuff. But the M&R stuff I felt like was working on him, so I threw it again. And we got stuck down there, which was kind of the main thing. I knew he was going to try to scramble up. I heard his coaches in corners the whole time being like, hey, get up, get up, get up. So I was like, okay, he's going to, try to just, as soon as it hits the ground, pop back up. But I was able to kind of hold him there, work myself into that position, and finish the heel hook. So I'm happy with it.
And you are in an interesting position where you're still young in your career, but you're very popular amongst the fans. Your thing with Ben Askren caught a lot of attention. So what do you want next for your next fight?
I always just take it fight by fight. The main thing is I'm not even close to being in my prime physically yet. I feel like my body is still going to be maturing for another, 8 to 10 years. Who knows how long. So I'm really just trying to take it fight by fight and obviously improve my skill set. Because while I did get the win, while I did get a finish, I know there's stuff to work on. But I'm getting more comfortable in there, getting comfortable with the pressure. I walked out there like it was nothing. And, the whole fight, I felt like I was there mentally. I was able to kind of see what was going on and not just have it be a blur, not just have it be on autopilot. So I don't know. I really just take it fight by fight, see what the matchmakers want. And, yeah.
And you mentioned the leg kicks. How was your leg after that one?
It's going to be a little sore in the morning. Obviously, though, my main thing is I really did not want to, have a sore jaw after this one. Eating's my huge vice. So, I'm going to go home or back to the hotel or whatever and just eat as much as I can, stuff myself up. And, obviously the leg kicks, I need to work on the checking. I knew he was going to leg kick a lot kind of going into it. But I felt like I started to pick up on that a little more later into the rounds. But obviously, I'd let it go for too long.
One final one. I think the trend of your previous fights is like you're not even old enough to drink to celebrate. Now you are. Is there a celebratory beer in your future after this one?
I'm not a big alcohol guy. My two vices are, caffeine and sugar. So I'm going to go pound some coffees and eat some M&Ms. It's going to be the main.
So Chase, in the end, you were punching him in the head when you guys were sort of locked up on the ground. Was he headbutting your hand?
Yeah, it was. That's one of those things where, like, mentally, you're just like, all right, is he doing that? You're kind of like laughing yourself a little bit, but yeah, he was like trying to. I understand where he's coming from with the like trying to hurt my hand. So I did kind of have to adjust with that, but I thought it was kind of funny in the moment. But he was definitely like kind of headbutting my fist a little bit.
Congrats, man.
You mentioned that, or in the post fight, I mentioned that you worked with Ryan Hall for this. What sort of work did you really take from that, and how much did that benefit and what the outcome of tonight?
Yeah, I tried to take it, every piece of knowledge that I could from training with Ryan Hall. He's one of the, I feel like the best grappler in MMA. He's jiu-jitsu guy, obviously, but we got Khabib out there, but let's not talk about that. No, but it was crazy I've always wanted to train with him, you know. So it was cool to be able to go out there, and I just picked up all the stuff. Like the M&R felt super natural to me, because it is more of that jiu-jitsu style versus the wrestling where it's just kind of grimy. You know, it's got a little more of a flow to it. And, you know, I got to kind of work with him and Ton Lei, who's in one championship. He just won the belt, actually, and kind of working on some of the leg kick stuff as well. And I'm just trying to work on my striking, obviously, and, you know, getting it to where I want to be, getting it to go on the ground.
So is that sort of a one-off going to train with them, or is that something that you're going to try to incorporate for more and more?
I was actually planning on trying to go train with Ton. He's down in New Orleans before I found out that he was actually fighting, you know, a couple weeks, you know, so it would be like midway through the camp. So he was already gone. But I would have loved to train with him. I would like to train with these guys as much as I can. You know, just being at this high level where it's literally the top of the top guys, you know, I want to go in there and win and, you know, have a nice long career in the UFC. But I feel like I need to, you know, kind of train with these high level guys. And yeah, I would love to keep doing it if they'd like to keep having me.
And you look like you had a nice little moment with Peter afterwards. What did you guys say to each other right after the fight?
I was just like, good job. I told him those leg kicks hurt. But yeah, I'm not a guy that fights angry. So, you know, I'll shake his hand before, I'll shake his hand after, I'll shake his hand in the middle. I don't care. I'm just here for the sport of it. But yeah, it's always respect after, you know, everybody's cool. So yeah, it's just, you know, sportsmanship.
And then finally, looking into 2021, what sort of goals are you setting for yourself? What sort of things you hope you achieve in 2021?
I don't know. I hope that, first of all, I hope that training can be legalized again. You know, I want to be able to get back in there once all this Corona stuff gets, you know, over with. But obviously that's not going to be happening for a while. I'm just trying to build my skill set and prove that I need to be, or that I belong to be here, that I belong here because it's the highest level. I'm only 21, but I need to, you know, I'm already in the mix. I got to stay there and I got to, you know, earn my spot. That's the biggest thing for me.
Hey, Chase. So first, congratulations. I don't know if you've had time to check your phone, but it is a running joke. Have you heard from Ben Askren yet?
No, I put my phone on airplane mode. I didn't want to see any of the mean comments if I got beat up. So that's kind of my thing.
Thank you.
Hey, Chase. How you doing, mate?
Hey, good to see you.
Congratulations on the great victory. Obviously, we're all living in a very different world now since your last fight. So I'm wondering what's been the biggest challenge for you, if any, during this fight camp?
The weight cut's always a big thing for me. It's harder when I don't have the same amount of training I used to have. I used to train like, you know, 6-8 hours a day, but now it's been, you know, reduced to whatever we can get. It's more quality over quantity, so I feel like it's better for my body, but it makes it hard, you know, getting that weight off because at the end of the day, I'm still growing. So, you know, kind of each one of these fights, I'm cutting from a little higher up, and I just kind of have to deal with that. Sweet. Thank you.